It's Tuesday, November 4th, and here's everything you may have missed in business and finance yesterday. U.S. equities kicked off the week on a mixed note. The Dow was down almost 0.5%, but the S&P 500 was up 17 basis points, and the Nasdaq up 46 basis points. A few huge tech names were lifting the S&P and Nasdaq into the green, but beneath the surface, market breadth was negative for the fourth time in 5 sessions, with 7 of the S&P's 11 sectors ending down for the day. Yesterday's market tone reflected a tug-of-war between optimism and caution. On the bullish side, investors were encouraged by a wave of high-profile M&A activity and new AI-related partnerships. Economic data, however, added nuance. The October ISM Manufacturing Index missed expectations, with production slipping into contraction territory. However, new orders and employment components improved, and prices paid fell to their lowest level since January, which is a potential sign of easing inflationary pressures. The Federal Reserve made a quiet but meaningful move on Friday evening, injecting over $29 billion into the banking system via overnight repos. Yesterday, we saw a similar injection of over $23 billion. This is a signal that the banking system is under significant pressure as U.S. bank reserves have dipped to 4-year lows. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Treasury yields yesterday were little changed. The U.S. dollar rose slightly while gold gained 0.4% and Bitcoin futures fell 3%. In corporate news, Amazon revealed a 7-year, $38 billion cloud services deal with none other than OpenAI, and it'll give OpenAI access to hundreds of thousands of NVIDIA chips. Not to be left out, Microsoft announced that they will continue to invest in data centers and other infrastructure in the UAE as part of a $15 billion initiative. Microsoft also announced a $9.7 billion deal with Iron. On the earnings front, after the closing bell yesterday, Palantir announced that they beat Wall Street expectations for Q3, driven by a significant surge in U.S. commercial revenue, particularly from demand for its AI platform. Despite the results, the stock was down in after-hours trading due to concerns over valuation, profit sustainability, and cautious investor sentiment around AI-linked growth. Hims also reported yesterday mixed results for Q3, but the company's stock rose in after hours, driven by strong revenue growth and a positive business update regarding the potential sale of the weight loss drug Wegovy on its platform. Looking ahead, no major economic data today given the shutdown, but it is a heavy earnings day and also an election day with many eyes on the New York City mayoral race.